As the World Cup is currently underway, we will be creating some simple yet delicious snacks that won't take more than 5 minutes to whip up, perfect for an evening in with a loved one as we watch the tournament. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on the BigBasket YouTube channel before we start if you want to see more videos like this. Some snacks I'm going to make don't even need cooking, but don't worry, the flavor and aroma won't be sacrificed in the slightest. We will start by creating a one-of-a-kind mango salsa as part of our fusion recipe. For some much-needed freshness, to combat the heat, we will chop some peppers, red and green in my case, and cucumber. The mango is the main attraction and is the star of this recipe, which will completely transform the flavors of this dish. If you want long, beautiful strands of mint when you chop it, my favorite method is to stack the leaves and roll them before cutting. In a bowl, mix all the ingredients together. However, be sure to add the mint. Don't forget that. The primary ingredients for seasoning include some lemon juice, olive oil, salt and pepper. After you've mixed everything thoroughly, set it aside to let the flavors combine. Let it chill in the fridge while we attend to other matters. We wanted to sit on the floor to watch the entire match with all the tasty treats spread in front of us. So we decided to clear the floor and remove the coffee table. Vacuumed a bit while watching the beginning of the match. For the drink, I'm going to be making a cucumber drink that will be super refreshing and it takes only 2 minutes to make. Put the chopped cucumber along with fresh mint leaves, a little bit of ginger, salt and water into a blender. Add sugar if you like, or you can replace it with honey. I like to strain the mixture after blending, adding some ice cubes to the drink along with some tonic water, or you could even choose plain soda. I added a bit of tonic water to make the drink even better. The mango salsa we made earlier has now been in the fridge for a while, so I'm going to assemble it all together. Using baking paper to line the basket, add the salsa and a few store-bought nachos. The addition of mangoes to the crunchy veggies makes for a mixture that is both crisp and flavorful. Placing the nachos like this ensures everyone can grab them easily. A little bit of chopping and finishing seasoning are all that's needed to make this vibrant and colorful dish, and the result is a flavorful explosion waiting to happen in your mouth. I realized my floor setup was pending, so I quickly took 2 minutes in between and arranged some fluffy cushions on the floor so that we have a nice backrest too, and we can use them to be comfortable. The long lumbar cushion to make it even cozier and enjoy the match to the fullest. Although it was meant to be a date just between the two of us, we were also expecting some friends to come over a bit later, so quickly arranging a few more store-bought snacks in the basket in case somebody turned up. Moving on to the next recipe, which is a very simple, hacky kind of a dish. Most of the ingredients for this can be found at home, and you can surely make this at the last minute. For the preparation of this one, I am going to be quickly chopping some more peppers along with onion. You can be creative and chop whatever vegetable it is that you have, and also you can just stick to onions. On the side, I decided to toast some bread for the next recipe. After cutting the baguette into smaller portions or slices, I was going to toast them on a pan. Now, my trick here is to sprinkle some oregano into the oil and then place the bread slices on top. This will add a nice flavor and aroma to the bread base. Also plucking some fresh basil leaves that are going to be used as topping later on, although this part is totally optional. You can even use dried basil if you have that at hand. Using the same technique as for mint to chop basil into thin long strands. Now to some chopped tomatoes, we will add salt, the basil strands, olive oil and pepper. Mix everything well to combine. I decided to set up a fan to make it more pleasant since the day was becoming hotter by the hour over here. We were all prepped to watch the match and the atmosphere was amazing and exciting. On match days, we may just add a few touches here and there like home cooked snacks and maybe a little cozy setup that takes very little time to arrange to make it an even more memorable experience. Do give it a try. Coming back to our recipe, I am going to be using Monaco biscuits to make small pizza bites. You can take any biscuits that you like which have a salty base. And then you have to basically top them with any cheese you happen to have on hand. Sprinkle a little cheese on top and then top it with chopped capsicum and onions. Now we can transfer this to a plate that is safe to microwave and then cook it for about 30 seconds in the microwave. This will help the cheese melt while also slightly cooking the vegetables. After bringing it out of the microwave, I like to top it with a little bit more of cheese and seasonings like chili flakes and oregano. The end result is like mini pizza bites and they turn out to be super flavorful. I thought it was a good idea to start arranging everything on the floor one by one, and so the drinks were also moved. For the final recipe, for which we had toasted our bread slices, we are going to be topping them with the tomato mixture that we made earlier. You can leave out the excess water that may have released from the tomatoes and just add the toppings. I had some extra mozzarella cheese, fresh cheese at home, so I added a bit of that too, but this is totally optional once again. A little bit of fresh basil leaves will take this to another level. And with that, we were done with this recipe as well. Like I said, doesn't take more than 2 minutes. Plating everything onto a tray so that it's easy for me to transfer everything and move around as and when needed. This day was turning out to be really eventful and exciting with all the colorful food around us and the amazing drink as well. The match had also turned into an exciting phase and we were right on time for all the major hits. We had an amazing time with a little bit of efforts from our end. That's it from our end. If you liked watching this video, subscribe to the BigBasket YouTube channel.